listeners. Welcome back to the Review for Few podcast. I'm not gonna lie, over like the course of this episode, I'm gonna like my energy is gonna build because when I record, whether I have energy or not, it goes up because I love recording. I love doing this. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm recording this episode pretty late. Pretty late. Between school, work, and just life. And I was looking forward to it. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to put out this week's episode. And it's so crazy because, like, on Wednesday, I was like, I should record today, you know? And then I was like, let's not get too hype. Like, something could happen between, or not Wednesday, I think it was Tuesday. I was like, something could happen. You know, it's like, you were going to record Tuesday, something could happen on Wednesday. And then you're going to be like, so just be patient, girl. And then, like, Wednesday came and here I am recording very late. I don't think I've ever. Let's think. I don't think I've ever recorded this late. It's pretty late. And you guys are thinking, well, what's late? I ain't gonna tell you what time I'm recording this at, cause no partner. And I don't have my mic stand. I'm recording in my bed, so I don't have my mic stand because I'm not putting that in my bed. So I'm just holding my microphone. So if my voice sounds extra crisp, extra clear, extra louder, it's because the microphone is closer to me mouth. But yeah, guys, I'm so tired. I don't know if you can hear in my voice. I'm like tired. It's like I'm like physically and mentally tired, like, or not mentally. I'm just tired, y'all. I can't even get it out. I started like working back out more, but like on like a consistent level. So it's like I'm just like I'm ready to just sit down. Like I'm not with it. I got my nails done this past weekend. Totally off topic, but like sis was in a rush to do my nails and she still did them good. It wasn't my usual nail lady cuz I had went later on in the day and not first thing in the morning like I usually do. But she left like two of my nails crooked, and I was like, oh, maybe it's just me. Because, like, I have weird hands. I'm not going to tell you how. If you know, you know. If you don't, oh well. But I have weird hands. So I was looking at it, I'm like, they're not crooked. And, like, I'll look at it one way, and it's like, okay, it's straight. And then I'll look at the other way, and it's not straight. And I'm like, I'm not walking around with crooked nails. I don't pay all this good money. I didn't like bust my ass to find a really good nail salon just for like the third time in they start messing up. Nah, partner. Nah. We invested now. Y'all do nails too good here for y'all to butcher it. Russian or not, I do not care. I am your priority. These hands are your priority. Okay? That's all I gotta say. I have hiccups now all of a sudden. I don't know. Anyways, I find it really fascinating that people and other people and other people can like literally think of the same thing at the same time and be like, "Oh, well, like this is weird." Because I was literally like thinking like either I said it to myself or I said it to like one of my friends like last week or so. I said it to somebody, okay? Somebody also including myself. And I was like, my lord, like September is already done. Like it came, it went. Like September sprinted up out of here. Like if you could name September after somebody, I would name it Usain Bolt because she gone. Like where she been? You know how to do you remember gone? Do you remember September? I don't remember September. What'd you do this month? I don't know. What'd you do this? I was just trying to breathe. You telling me the first of the month, right around the corner. I gotta pay my rent again. Bills, car payment. Like, why did this month go by so fast? Like, are you kidding me? August and September have the same amount of days, 30 days. So I don't understand like why it went by so fast. We're getting 31 days for October, and I'm not a huge fan of Halloween and all that October has to offer, but just slow down a little bit. Like, I'm ready for next year, but just slow down. Just a smidge, just a smidge. I'm excited. The holiday season is coming up. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday, believe it or not, because it's all about food and being thankful for those in your life. Like that's why I consider Thanksgiving my favorite because it's literally a day where I could just be like, I'm truly thankful for the people I have in my life and around me. And like for me, Thanksgiving, I don't have to be with my blood family. I just have to be with those that I love, and I'm happy. Like that's that. For Christmas now, I have to be with my family. Um, Even though, side note, this year I won't be going home for Christmas. So I will be here, me and Delilah, crying ourselves to sleep with hot cocoa though. Hot cocoa with some whipped cream. I was gonna pick up marshmallows, but whipped cream tastes better with your hot cocoa. And if you don't know, you don't know. You sprinkle some cinnamon on it, it tastes really freaking good, guys. Like, not to sound like an American, but it sounds really good. And when I say not to sound like American, I mean a fatty. Do you see what they be cooking? It was like a video I watched on. I'm totally side note. There's like a video I watched on TikTok. I'm pretty sure I reposted it. And like, dude was just frying bacon and then putting bacon, and it was just giving heart palpitations. My heart was hurting. Like it was getting heart palpitations. Like I was just like, what? And then like the dude's voice, so he had like the way like so it was like more bacon. It was just really funny. I was just like, if you want to get fat, come to America. You want to know what a real portion is, come to America. You want to know what in reality your portion should be, go to Europe. You want to know what you're about to be, go to Africa. Okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just being real. Like look at each continent and like how they function. Like each culture on the continent is different, but like look at it. Okay? All right. And also to like, for some reason, like my TikTok, you know, it keeps sending me all these freaking notifications, and I try to turn them off. Like it sends me a notification like, oh, this many people viewed your profile, this, and like the other day I checked it and it was like 25 people view my profile, and I'm like, who viewing my profile, over and over again. And then I clicked on it, and I usually don't. I ignore it because like all I follow are my friends and funny people. And I clicked it, and it was just all these random people. I'm like, who are you? I don't know you. I don't know you. That's my purse. I don't know you. You know? It was just really, really weird. I'm just stalling till I get to like my 10-minute mark, or till I feel like I'm confident enough that I'm like, okay, let's start with the show. Damn it, I already said it, so I'll continue. Last week I said we're going to talk only murders in the building. And can I just say, the reason why I got so hyped for this week's episode is because after watching episode 9 of Only Murderers in the Building, I was like, the season finale is next week, guys, and I don't think you're ready. Like, that's the way to kick off October. Yeah, the season finale of Only Murderers in the Building. And, like, these past couple episodes, I've been hooked. Now, I'm not gonna lie, last week I was like slacking, so I hadn't watched the week of episode 7, I didn't watch it when it came out. So I watched 7 and 8 at the same time, and I was like, Lord Jesus, there's a fire. It was just too good to be true. Like I love it. So then I woke up Tuesday morning for work, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be going to the gym, and I was like, let's watch Only Murders in the Building. So like I sat down, I got one of my like free weights that I have like around here, and I just started like working out while watching it, and I'm just like, and I'm like, damn it, I gotta go to work, guys. So freaking, you know, me and Delilah carry on with our morning like we usually do, and I got to work, and you know, I was bored, and then lunch came, and I sat in my car with a pack of Twizzlers, and I watched the rest of Only Murderers in the Building. And let me just say, episode 9, if you saw episode 8, you thought episode 8 was good. Episode 9, it's like, this season of Only Murders in the Building, it's like a cake, right? Episode 8 to me was like, oh, is that the cake? But we not done yet. Like, hold up, girl, go sit back down. We not done yet. And then episode 9 came, and it was like, the top tier, it's a 3-tier cake, okay? Because it had meat going everywhere, and I'm not with a 3-tier cake, but I'll be a fatty for one. And it was like really freaking good, this week's episode, and I'm just like, I just know the season finale is gonna have you in a chokehold, because history repeats. If history repeats itself, the season finale of Only Murders in the Building be having you gagged, okay? It's gonna be having you gag. And I feel like this season, like, they really actually like divulge into each character. They gave you like the stereotypical murder mystery stuffs, and that's cool, and I love that. And for me, kind of like a sidebar, I love the fact that Only Murders in the Building, like, they do a podcast, because I love podcasts. And it's so crazy because when the first season came out, I wasn't even thinking of ever wanting to do a podcast. And then I had these two friends give me this idea. They're the mastermind behind this. I just executed it. And now here we are. Only Murderers is on season 3. I've been doing this for come November a year. And it's like, you're doing a podcast on murderers, and I'm going to do a podcast on you doing a podcast on murderers. Podcast gang. It's just like, it's just quirky to me. But anyways, back to the show. This episode was like, it's just top tier, right? And I just know the season finale next week is gonna all right, we can talk about it if you guys want, but if you don't want to, I probably won't talk about it next week. Unless it really leaves me gagged, then I can't help it. We'll talk about it a little bit and then get on with the show. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's oh my god, the show. I have so much to say about this week's episode. But let me break it down. Over this season, like, you saw each character, like, they had Kimber, and it was like, oh, she was messing around with Ben, and you had Ben, who, like, nobody, like, everybody thought he was like a dick. He was really mean to everybody. He was just the worst of the worst. And I feel like the way season 9, oh my god, episode 9 unfolded, and like how it did it, I was like and like, I don't know about y'all, but while watching episode 9, I was kind of like talking to myself in a way like, oh, so he's doing this, or this person did that. Like, I was like filling in the gaps before they could fill in the gaps. I was just assuming, and like half the time I was assuming right, like at the end of the episode, about the whole dressing room thing. I don't want to spoil episode 9 for you guys, but I'm gonna spoil everything else that's happened so far. I definitely think like them investigating, and Kimber was kind of just like we have to. She was sleeping around with him, quote unquote, so we have to just dive into that. And then like once that played out, like it was over. Which, by the way, like, I saw that girl on my TikTok. I think she was dancing for like Skechers, or she has like a collaboration with them. And I'm just like, I don't know you. I don't know you. How did you get a collaboration with Skechers, and why would Skechers do that? And I'm just like, lame. But Kimber did what Kimber needed to do. She was given the social media girl who's she gonna find something, and she gonna sell it to naive people. Now, I could be naive at times, but you ain't finna get me with what she was selling. Nah, partner. We not doing that over here, right? I think my after Kimber, I think my next best one is Loretta, and that's only because it's Meryl Streep, and I've been talking about, like, this whole time for these past couple like weeks that I've been mentioning Only Murders in the Building. I keep bringing up Meryl Streep and her character, and just Meryl Streep as a person, and how much I just freaking love her. But Loretta is definitely giving the vibes. And if you watch episode 8, you found out the shocker. Bum, bum, bum. That one I won't reveal, because I feel like I was a little caught off guard by it too. And the writers did that. They did that. Go pay them their money, because they did that. And it was like, I've always liked it because it's like, you see her so quirky, so nice, she has this loving voice, and then here she is, and she says all these harsh words, she's cussing like a sailor, and it's like, oh my god, girl, come join us over here. We need people like you. And I just always got the motive, like, I'm like, maybe she did kill him. I wouldn't be surprised. She seems like a loony bin. And then like another thing about this week's episode is like, they cut back and reference other moments that have happened over this season and things you might have missed. But like on the, like, when they redo like certain scenes and you see it, it's like, oh my god, I didn't even peep that. Did you peep that? And there are people out there who could peep it, but then there are people like me who need a moment. Like, give me a moment. And then there are other people who just have absolutely no idea what's going on. And you know what? For those people, hi, how are ya? My name is Diavion, and welcome to the Review for Few podcast. But it was really freaking good. I feel like think it's the first episode when they're doing the whole like round table speak their lines or whatever. And Ben walks into the room and everybody thinks like, oh, Loretta's so happy to be working with Ben. And it's like, psych, did you watch episode 8? Because there's more to the story. It was like, oh, okay. And I feel like, she had the whole creepy book about Ben. She got into an argument with Ben on opening night. Charles knew about it. Charles slapped him. Like, it was just so messy. And then, like, when you actually get to see the context of it all, it's like, oh no, what we working with? Like, it's really, really good. Like, it has you hooked. And I really like that. And, oh my god, like I just can't wait till the season finale. It's just gonna be scrump deli yum 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 yum, and I just can't wait because I just know I'm gonna be like ah, and I'm obviously gonna watch it in the morning. I might wake up just a little bit earlier just so I can watch it. I'm not gonna stay up past midnight. I'm gonna just wake up earlier. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I don't know. This season definitely takes the golden medal because season 1 was good. I love season 1. Season 2 was really great. But season 3, if I had to rank it, it'll probably be like 3, 2, 1. But they just keep getting better and better. And I dare somebody to challenge me on that. Like, tell me that they're not getting better and better. And it's not because, like, these people shaped my childhood. You have Selena Gomez, who was known for being on Disney Channel. You have Steve Martin, who was in Cheaper by the Dozen. And he was in a whole bunch of other stuff. I just can't name them all. But he was in a lot of stuff. Father of the Bride. Like, come on, guys. He just did, like, a lot of good stuff. Even if that movie didn't come out. Or even if I wasn't born when that movie came out. Right. And then you have Martin Short, who was in the Santa Claus. Like, come on. Who didn't want to be Jack Frost? Come on now. Tim Allen played a hell of a Santa Claus, but I was rooting for Jackie all the whole way. Come on. And come on, guys. Like, the spikes, the whole aesthetic. BFFR. BFFR. Like, come on now. I like it. And then I also like how, like, in this season, I don't know, maybe it's because, like, I kind of am going through that, or I think I am still going through that, but it's like Mabel, even though she turned 30 in episode 9, and I'm only 22, she's, like, still trying to figure out her life. I feel like I'm not, like, a planner. Like, I don't know what my life is going to look like in the next 5 years. I know what my life could possibly look like within the next 2 years, okay? We take baby steps over here, okay? Little rabbit bites. But how she felt so lost without Oliver and Charles, and how she just thought she was just, so lonely and losing herself. It's like, I feel you, girl. Like, I have my moments where it's like, I am so freaking lonely. It's like I'm even further away from home. And it's why I'm really thankful that I got a dog. And, like, a dog is a lot of work, but, like, when I come home from work, like, I have something to look forward to. You got to take a dog out and walk. Like, even if you had a backyard, you still have to, like, go outside. You have to breathe and live. And, like, she gives me, like, another reason to be like, all right, let's go for a walk. Like, and, get a good, like, exercise in and stuff like that. And I feel like Mabel, she's, like, trying to figure it out. She doesn't know where to live. Just, like, these typical things that you see in, like, 20-year-olds. And, like, she's still, like, going through this as she's entering her 30s. And it's like, I can completely relate, even though I'm nowhere near my 30s. Like, I just feel like, is my life going in the right direction? What am I doing? I don't know. Do you know? Like, what's going on? Like, let's have a real moment right here, guys. Like, let's have a reality check. Like, are you, living up to what you want? Like, the expectations you set for yourself? Forget what other people think. Like, are you living up to them? Like, what would 10-year-old you think? Like, I hate that, because it's like, 10-year-old me, I know that girl was thinking. Okay, but it's like stuff like that. And I feel like that moment in this week's episode, like, really hit me, because it's like, damn, girl, you 30 and you obviously you got some type of money, because the wardrobe's still wardrobing. But it's like, okay, and they kind of, like, find their way back to each other. And I really like that. I have my moments where I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Just leave me alone. I just want to wake up, do what I'm supposed to do it the way I want to do it, by your life, and keep it pushing. And I'm going to do me, and then I'm going to go to bed. Like, I have my moments. And so I feel like, in a way, Mabel, Oliver, and Charles, how they kind of were like individuals at the beginning, and kind of like, not kind of, they are coming back together over like what they initially bonded over, which was a murder that happened in their building. It's like really like sentimental, because it really shows you that like sometimes all you need is that friendly reminder. And even if your best friend is like 70 years old and you're only 30, who cares? You know what I mean? Nobody said your best friend has to be a certain age, okay? But my husband does. I'm not dating somebody younger than me like that. Ugh, nah. I'm already born in 2001. I'm not dating somebody from 2002, 2003, 2004. That's nasty. My little brother was born in 2004. You're nasty. I can't do that. 90s, but not too old, because you ain't about to give me a history lesson when I'm just trying to eat my dinner. But this week's episode was really something. You know, I just feel like I just can't wait for the series finale. Serious, not serious. I hope it's not the series finale. The season finale. And you know, I pray to God that this writer strike, please, Jesus, I'm talking to you. Please let them get it together down there, over there in Hollywood, Glollywood, wherever they at, Tinseltown. Because I need a season 4 of Only Murders in the Building next year. Because I'm sure, but if come spring, I don't have a season 4. Hulu, you want to be like Netflix next. Just because you got all these new good, like Hulu thinks they slick. They be adding all these good stuff now. All these Hulu's always good, but they be adding the extra goodies now. That don't make it no better, because I don't know about y'all, but I pay for Hulu with ads. I ain't got time to pay extra money just to, oh my God, a minute and 30. I grew up with commercials. I could do what I gotta do and make it back. You ain't taking no more of my money. Plus, I got the student discount because I'm in college, so I pay $1.99. Oh my God! If you ain't know about that and you in college, go ahead and get yourself. If your college is a real college, okay. But this week's episode, she's one for the books. All the scenes, how they clear it up, and it's like, okay, now we know everything. Now we might know who the actual murderer is. And can I just say, the way this episode ended by saying who they think the murderer is, it got me thinking. I'm like, nah, this person couldn't have done it. And I'm just like, and like, it's just like starstruck. Spoiler: Loretta plead guilty to saying that she killed Ben, but she ain't killed Ben. She was just trying to protect somebody because she thought it was best, because she was just following her gut, if you know what I mean. But she didn't kill him. She's actually not the killer, so they say. But nothing's final until the credits start rolling at the end of episode 10. Okay, let it be known. You know, that's just how I feel, guys. Like, I'm just so pumped for this. I told you my energy was gonna get hyped. Like, I got hyper, did I not? I went from being tired from school and work, I don't do anything at work, just to be on TikTok, to getting like really freaking hype. Let me tell you guys something. Only Murderers is a good show. If you haven't watched it, if you haven't taken the dive, do yourself a favor. Call your buddy, ask for their Hulu password, and go watch Only Murders in the Building, because I promise you, you won't regret it at all. And side note, I started watching Jersey Shore because I remember watching it with my mom. And let me just say, like, I didn't know that they were my age when they were filming this. I knew they were young, but I didn't know they was young. Like, you was 22, 21. I'm 22, 21. Like, stop playing with her. And like, the way they be acting, they be making me rethink my life. And it's like, It's like, you could be wild and still meet your husband. Like, are you kidding me? you want to party? Let's go party. Like, it's just wild when I look at it, because like half of the people in that show met their significant other because of all that was going on. So remember, stay wild. um Woo. I don't think I have anything else for you guys this week. Next week starts October. I got a great theme for October. It's been a minute since I've done themes. The last theme was in March for Women's History Month and my birthday. But themes are coming back. Don't worry, guys. It's currently Hispanic Heritage Month, which is weird. I feel like Hispanic Heritage Month, the way it's celebrated in America, is weird because it starts September 15th and ends October 15th. It's like, why? Either give them September or October. Like, why are we just splitting it up? That's so weird, you know? It's always the minorities that they give the weird things to. Like, Black History Month is only 28 days and sometimes 29. We celebrate history all the time, though. And we got June. Because let's be real, one day for Juneteenth ain't enough. We're going to take June, too. Like, sorry to the LGBTQ community. Like, y'all can still celebrate. But best believe we going to be right there next to you. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. I just think, you know, I don't know at all. It's just really weird. But themes will come back. I'll probably have something come like Thanksgiving, Christmas, because I love Christmas. But as always, if this strike, you know, continues like it's been going on since July. It's been going on since I came back to recording, guys. Think about that. July, August, September, October. Oh, well, we're not in October yet. But it's about to be like 3 months that they've been on strike. And the government's about to shut down. And it's really hot outside. Well, now it's really cold outside. The world is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. If you couldn't figure that out, I just told you the answer. I just gave you the answer. The world is coming to an end. And I didn't meet my husband. I didn't have my kids. But you know what? Before, when I said I can't die until God calls me home. But before God, I can't. But before I go, I gotta be at least 21. Like, I gotta wild out a little bit. This 1 year ain't enough. The earth need to get it together. Y'all need to stop killing her. Cause I'm trying to meet my husband. I'm trying to duplicate myself into a boy. Like, my son is gonna be awesome. Like, but I gotta get there. I'm not having that now. That's years away. Let me live my life. Let me get into my 80s. Let me go bye-bye. And then you could, you know, I'm not there. That's where you work. That one, you know. That's all I gotta say. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I guess continue like stalking my TikTok page, even though I don't post anything. I just watch videos and repost videos and laugh and, you know, just laugh, you know. Sometimes I be on Hispanic TikTok and I'm like, I no speak de Espanol. And then I end up on Jamaican TikTok and I be like, yup, that sounds like Jamaicans. Or I'm just on Caribbean TikTok in general. If you want to have a good laugh, like, sure. Like, I repost some funny videos. Like, I guess, okay. I'm a funny person, you know. I ain't gonna give out my social media because I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready for all that. Just pure strangers looking at my stuff. Hold up. Wait a minute. You gotta like get me some more subscribers. Listen more, okay? And then maybe we could talk. Okay? But as always, the Review for Few podcast is on Apple Podcasts. Unlike on YouTube for Apple Podcasts, episodes drop at midnight on Thursday, but on YouTube they drop at 6 a.m. on Thursdays. So, you know, pick your poison. If you want to, you know, see the logo. The logo's there no matter what. The logo for Apple Podcasts is different because it just says podcast at the bottom. I don't have that on YouTube, but pick your poison. I don't know. Don't pick your poison. Pick your treat. Pick your treat, darling. I don't have anything else for you guys. Me and Delilah are going to bed. I truly love doing this, guys. I want you to know, like, this is therapeutic to me. Plus, I get to hear my voice as I'm talking when I'm recording, and it's like, oh, So that's what I sound like. Got it. Got it. Happy listening, y'all.